Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day. My name is Muhammad Khairi bin Sher atau Nasir. I'm from Group 21 for the engineering in society subject. So for today presentation, I would like to discuss on the massive explosion that occurred at PETRONAS Rapid Pengerang. Starting with the introduction, I would like to discuss about PETRONAS itself. PETRONAS is an oil and gas company which was established in Malaysia on August 17, 1974. This company was entrusted with the oil and gas resources around Malaysia, while also responsible in developing and raise the value to these resources. So PETRONAS has been involved with several business products and services, which includes oil and gas, logistics, technology and development, properties, as well as education. The main discussion in this project will be about PETRONAS Rapid project. Rapid also stands for Refinery and Petrochemical Integrated Development Project. It's a joint venture development which was established by PETRONAS and Saudi Aramco. This project is a part of Pengerang Integrated Complex, which is located in Pengerang, southern Johor of Malaysia. So the PIC facility consists of crude oil refinery and petrochemical complex, which is capable of processing 300,000 barrels per day. The main objective of this rapid project is to produce high quality gasoline and diesel, by which should meet the standard of Euro 4 and 5. Modern technologies are implemented into the refinery to further develop these products.
Explaining briefly on what happened on a particular day, on Friday morning, 12 April 2019, an explosion and fire accident had occurred in one of the project work of Pengerang Refinery and Petrochemical Integrated Development, RAPID for short. So according to local media report, the accident happened around 1:25 am, where local residents experienced loud noise and shock at the particular moment, and later ended at 2:30 am. Fortunately, the accident caused only minor injuries to two local workers who were believed to be security for the site. At first, the media stated that the cause was due to gas leakage, but later reported the actual cause was due to atmospheric acid desulfurization unit (ARS for short), which was on commissioning stage or testing stage. The accident efficiently handled by authority, as no environment issue were reported, such as 24 hours pollution standard index was still at low reading, and PM 2.51 hour remained at band 1 stable.
Now I will explain the technical reasons on the incident. According to the Malay Mail, in the early report, the explosion were due to leaking gas in the plant. The exact position of where the leakage occurs, whether from the piping, valves, fitting, or the tank itself, is unrevealed, since the following report is not published yet. The fire occurred at the arts unit. Generally, the prominent reason for a failure to occur in any arts unit is corrosion, and this claim is supported in KPNC Tech magazine, which was published in April 2018. The corrosion happened due to the extreme working condition during operation and the environment condition itself. In this case, the incident may be and may be not related to corrosion issue. However, the topic on corrosion is discussed because the possibility is there. Corrosion will cause wall material removal. The thinning process will slowly create pores or cracks that can expose the gas inside the equipment into the atmosphere. Thus, if the gas is flammable, even minor spark can cause major explosion and blaze. On later report by bernama Jimmy Paul confirmed that the explosion occurred only involved pipes. In the plant, there are plenty number of pipes, fittings, valves in various sizes and types that transport gases and liquids from one point to another. So the piping failures may caused by the pipe repairs, pipe thread leak, galvanic induced failure, corrosion under insulation, weathering damage, and microbiologically influenced corrosion. Firstly, the failure caused by the lack of investigation during the repair. Secondly, caused by the thread part as a point of weakness. And thirdly, when the different metals in contact with each other. Next failure is due to the lack of insulation thickness or inappropriate insulation type. Furthermore, the rain and atmospheric condition lead to the weathering damage. Lastly, the corrosion caused by microbiological agents. That's it from me, and now we move to the next part.
It is important to note that the incident is involving PETRONAS, which is one of the most important company in Malaysia. Not only it represents Malaysia, but also it contributes the most in Malaysia's economic growth. Therefore, the incident can be regarded as highly classified incidents which are not meant to be released to the public. So, not much full report can be dug out from the incident except from the report released by the media press. With the little information at hand, there's nothing to comment regarding on the ethical issue except for this major issue: integrity and transparency. Integrity. Fortunately, the incident involved no casualties but only minor injuries. However, until today, the full report of the incident has been kept private and confidential from the public. The public doesn't know why it happened, how is it happened, how it can be prevented, and so on. So many questions and yet no definitive answer. It's a matter of the integrity of the party involved. Since the Pengerang project related with the public interest, the public has the right to know the bigger picture of the incident. Keeping such incident a secret and confidential, it really makes the public thinking how many more severe incidents have been kept confidential so far. A question to be asked and integrity to be disputed. Secondly, transparency. Keeping the incident report away from the public is an action to be asked. Why you kept it secret? Who is the culprit? Why you hide the culprit? On the second thought, is the owner of the project is the culprit? Is PETRONAS to be blamed on the incident? Why PETRONAS made such a mistake? So many questions, so many speculation, and yet no definitive answer. Keeping it secret without the transparency at hand, the public had no choice but to make a guess without a proper evidence. This shows that the party involved has less concern on the transparency towards the public. On the other hand, in the bigger picture, PETRONAS have done a great job tackling the problem. Even though they have to keep the report private and confidential, it is for the sake of the public economic growth. The incident really brings great impact towards Malaysia as a whole. Without proper action taken, Malaysia might have a bigger problem rather than just facing ethical issue. That's all for today. Thank you.
Now, I, Abdullah Raj, make a recommendation to prevent future failure. The technical issue regarding this accident was reported as pipe leakage, but no further details acquired due to lack of investigation report. Next, ethical issue might also exist which possibly caused the investigation yet to be concluded due to difficulty to identify responsible parties. So our recommendation is both companies and engineers should fully understand and strictly follow Registration of Engineers Act 1967, Registration of Engineers Regulation 1990, Code of Professional Conduct, which is overseen by Boards of Engineers Malaysia. Registration of Engineers Act 1967 is an act to provide for registration of engineers, sole proprietorship, partnership, and body corporate providing professional engineering services and purposes connected therewith. Why need to understand and follow this act? First, easy to identify whether an engineer is registered and eligible to practice engineering. 2. To know their allowable work tasks according to each category. 3. To identify whether an engineer is eligible for the work task or not. Next, according to Registration of Engineers Regulation 1990, a registered person should be issued with certificate of registration, should execute their duties professionally, ensure safety, health and interest of public, and reduce effect of engineering activities to the environment. There are also actions that should not be done by the registered person. Code of Professional Conduct focus on not to falsify qualification, work certification with control over supervision, and not to accept benefit from more than one party. There are difference between PEPC, PE and GE. PEPC and PE basically has the same work task except PEPC is allowed to submit drawing or plans while GE has limited work tasks. For example, they cannot instruct or approve any work by contractor without authorization. We believe by following these 3 items, the probability for future failure will be lower. Thank you.
To conclude this presentation, it is deduced that the piping failure which may have occurred due to several reasons such as pipe repairs, thread leak, galvanic induced failure, corrosion under insulation, weathering damage, as well as microbiologically influenced corrosion. So in the future, it is highly advisable for PETRONAS, also as well as anyone who is involved in oil and gas project, to follow the Act and Regulation which is overseen by the Board of Engineers in Malaysia. We are also advisable to maintain proper safety and safety practice. That's all for today. Thank you.